Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Connor Williams and you're back watching Wrestle Wrap. That's right, and today we will be doing potential winners of the Women's Royal Rumble. This is my personal predictions, this isn't the bookies' favourites. This might not even be an intelligent prediction. This is just people I think could win it, I could see it happening. Some I'd quite like to see this happen. We did the men's, we're going to do the women's. I've got some more videos coming out soon. One that'll really get you. It's the best looking title belts in WWE history. That'll get bites. But without further ado, let's get into this. Number 5, Bianca Belair. That's right, Bianca Belair. I think she would be absolutely fantastic if she won it. She's come up to the main roster. She's feuded with Bayley. She's athletic. She's charismatic. If she won, she would go on to face Sasha Banks, presumably. They've not faced each other before. It'd be a fresh rivalry into Mania. Bianca Belair is popular. I know it's hard to see who gets over now with the COVID-19 pandemic, but I think it's safe to say from the internet she is quite popular, and you can see why. You can see the athleticism in her. If she doesn't win it, I certainly think she'll get to the bottom 4. I think she'll be the Iron Woman of the match as well. I think she might be one of the ones who goes the longest. She's got the ability there. I'm certain her hair will come into some sort of Royal Rumble gimmick stipulation, you know. But she's just fantastic. Like I said, this would be a fresh gimmick for Sasha Banks. One of them would, I don't know, maybe turn heel or it'd be competitive. If anyone's going to turn heel, it'd probably be Sasha. I think that's the right choice. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so for number 5, we start off with Bianca Belair. Number 4, Rhea Ripley. That's right, former NXT Women's Champion and was at Wrestlemania last year. Let's not forget that. She did face in WrestleMania last year against Charlotte and she did lose. It was unfortunate, but it was predictable, I think. I didn't think for a minute she might beat Charlotte, which is a shame in itself. But I think now would be a really good time to bring her back. If she won, she could even face Charlotte. Charlotte and Asuka have got this friendship at the minute and Charlotte's feuding with Lacey, and I get all that. But there's nothing to stop WWE. They've done it before. The Rock and Cena with the CM Punk for Mania, where Asuka actually loses the belt at the next pay-per-view. And then WrestleMania, you've got a month of building up Rhea Ripley's road to redemption. You know, Charlotte beat her last year for the NXT Women's title. But this year, she could beat Charlotte for the Women's title. You know, it writes itself, really, and I think WWE, if they did this, would really make up for the fact that the last time mainstream fans, and I say mainstream because there is a gap between those who watch NXT and only watch the flagship shows, it'd be a great way to reintroduce her, maybe even fix some of the damage, because the problem with her against Charlotte was, a lot of the fans were like, isn't that the woman who lost to Charlotte? If you don't know who she is, if you know who she is, then you know she's an incredibly talented wrestler, but you know, to the mainstream population. So I think it'd be a really good way to introduce her. She has the look, she has the mic skills, she has the moveset. Rhea Ripley is going to be a star in WWE, whether she wins this Rumble or not. But she's my favourite for number 4. Number 3, Charlotte Flair. That's right, at number 3 we've got the Queen, Charlotte Flair. I know what you're thinking, she's got this rivalry with Lacey. I think that'll be dead and buried easily. Probably even on Raw now in WWE, that'll be easily pushed aside. Charlotte could win this. She won the WWE Tag Team titles on her first night back. She holds them with Asuka. You've got that John Cena, Shawn Michaels type rivalry when they were going in WrestleMania 23 together as champion challenger tag team titles. And I think it could work. I don't think it would be taken massively by the WWE audience. I think people would, you know, get quite annoyed with that. But the luxury of not having many fans in would be that you wouldn't hear that as vocally. And she's a big name, Charlotte Flair. Her and Asuka could have a good rivalry. They're two big names. They're two fantastic performers. You can't tell me that this wouldn't be a wrestling clinic between the two women. It just would. Number 2, Rhonda Rousey. That's right, Rhonda Rousey's my second choice. She's been gone for quite a while. She was going to start a family with a boyfriend. I don't know how far they got in that. Why would I know that? Bit weird. But apparently they're training again. Apparently they're training for a mixed tag team match. Whether that's at Mania, I don't know. Maybe it could be, you know, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. That'd be a good rivalry, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. But she could also come back and win the Women's Royal Rumble. If she did, I think the most logical choice would be Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is a lot better on the mic than Asuka. Ronda Rousey isn't very good on the mic. I never watch her and think, God, I'm enthralled by her. And Yeah, I think their styles match well. Asuka and Ronda's would match fantastically. I just don't think either of them have that mic ability, whereas Sasha Banks would. And you've got that rivalry of the four horsewomen as well, added on top of the fact Sasha loves what she does, and Ronda Rousey, while she's been away, has actually been quite critical of wrestling. This is the negative for me on this choice, would be that does Ronda Rousey deserve it after the comments she's made? But she's a massive draw. She's former UFC Women's Champion. She will bring them in. She's an Olympian. She wrestled for the Olympic team. She will bring the crowd in, and I think she'd be a really good draw for what could be quite a hard WrestleMania to sell with COVID-19. Number 1, Alexa Bliss. That's right, I've decided to go with Alexa Bliss. I know it's a bit odd. She's got this thing with a Fiend now. And you don't know what Bray Wyatt is. He coming back? Isn't he coming back? Apparently, WWE have something very dark planned for the Rumble. Well, that's going to involve Wyatt. I'm already excited. Look at this. This is the expression of a happy, excited man. And you know why? Because I am excited. It's going to be fantastic. But that being said, we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about Alexa. And she's really gone into her own. Like, this cutie cute Alexa Bliss gimmick was only going to get so far. This dark turn is fantastic. I watched Raw the other day against Asuka, and the one where Randy Orton RKO'd her, and the one where she beat Asuka clean. And this is the other thing, she beat Asuka clean now. Fantastic. I thought it would be nothing more than the Fiend's sidekick. Nearly stumbled, didn't. But she's took it in her own. I think she's a viable threat for the title now. I think at WrestleMania it'd be really good as well. I think she'd be a really fresh, new opponent. Is putting the belt on her now a bit too early? Possibly. I don't know though. I'd like to think maybe not. It is Bliss. She wrestled ages. This isn't a new wrestler. You know what she's like. You know what you'll get. She's fantastic in ring. But she has done really, really well to reinvent this chapter of her career. And she's much more than Bray Wyatt's sidekick, I believe. And just when you think it's all over, somebody goes and kicks out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have one more choice. This is my wild card. This is who I think this is the one who I'd really like to come back, but I don't think will. And it's Becky Lynch. That's right. The last kicker. Gotta say that right. I don't know. I don't think she will come back. I think Seth will 100% come back in the Men's Royal Rumble. I think knock that in. Put that right up there. File that in, because that will happen. Seth will come back, and I think WWE need him to. Becky Lynch, I think she's going to enjoy being a mum a bit more still. Her and a baby, it's Rue, it's called, I think. They're still, it's still a young baby. The WWE schedule's tough. It's really tough. You hear them all say that it's tough. So, it's going to be hard with a baby. I don't know if she wants to commit to it now. She might never come back. The Bellas are very happy doing what they do. They come back every now and then, but they couldn't do a full-time schedule. And I think maybe Becky Lynch might not, but I don't want to speak for her. She's an incredible woman. If anyone can pull off a full wrestling routine and being a top mum, it's probably Becky Lynch. I feel like this one would be fantastic. I feel like if she was number 30, she came out, the pop would be amazing. She lobs Charlotte Flair over the ropes. She lobs Ronda Rousey over the ropes. And she wins the Royal Rumble. This would be better than the last time she won it, where she came in when she shouldn't have been, when she was injured. When Carmella was injured, and Becky Lynch came in to take her place. This would be better because you knew she was going to win the Royal Rumble that year. The momentum said it. She got the title match. Everyone was like, oh, wait. But you knew she was going to win it easily. Whereas this would be unexpected. I think if they could keep this under wraps, which would be hard in this day and age, this could be as big as Cena in 2008, I think it was, when he came back from the injury early. And I think this would be an incredible draw again. It's the draw for WrestleMania this year, because it will be better than last year, but WrestleMania under COVID is quite hard sell. Any wrestling, any sport in all is a hard sell in these times. But I think she would be one of the perfect sells. And Becky's, she's got it, hasn't she? She's got everything. Fans have missed her. She's been gone for quite a while now. I miss her personally. I think WWE need a fresh face again. I think she could carry the flagship shows. But like I said, this is my wild card. She's busy being a mum, and I don't blame her if she doesn't want to come back yet, because you're a mum, aren't you? You're enjoying being a mum, so enjoy it. You're only, well, you're a mum as many times as you want to be, but your children are only young ones, so I completely understand if she wants to enjoy that. But yeah, that's been everything, guys. This is Wrestle Wrap. I've been Connor Williams. Please like, subscribe, follow, and more importantly, let me know who you think's going to win the Royal Rumble. It's Royal Rumble week. It's nearly the road to Wrestlemania. How aren't you excited? I'm so excited. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Stay safe.